Hi, weenies. Okay, this is going to be kind of a long video. I'm going to be reacting and putting my thoughts into Phil's rant involving Iron Chef Sakai, Lex, and Derek. Derek. Who fucking cares how you say his name? He's a sicko. Let's go on with it.
Put up with bullshit with everyone yelling and telling me that he had left and that he went to someone else's stream and he was throwing some e-thought a whole bunch of money. So
E-thought? Okay. We'll come back to that. Don't worry. Proceed.
Oh, Orange Chef Sakai, why don't you tell us all about your adventures in the last 24, 48 hours? Really?
I hate his laugh. Phil, you're trying to pull it off as a joke. You're not joking. Just be quit being a freaking coward and stand up for yourself if that's what you're trying to do. Quit freaking laughing like a freaking idiot.
Because I had to put up with so much bullshit in the last 24 to 48 hours because of this. I'd like to hear exactly what's going on.
Oh, poor Phil. Poor baby.
He says, are you serious? Well, let's see. You apparently went over to someone else's stream and threw a bunch of money, which I don't care about. But what I'm being told is that you kept talking about me in a negative way. You kept linking negative videos about me, like detractor videos. So, of course, my detractors made a fucking field day out of this. Now, I'm sitting here trying to maintain my streams. Just do my normal shit. And I don't really give a shit about any of it.
Here's a shocker. Here's a twist. He cares. He cares.
But I got to put up with 1 million people coming into my chat, derailing my content for a whole day. Like last night was unbearable. I'm trying to play the Marvel collection. I'm kicking ass. I'm literally spanking people up, down, left, and right. Grandmaster ranking.
Let me ask you something, Phil. Who cares?
Oh, do you hear what Orange Sakai is doing right now? He's over in the chat, and he's doing this, and he's doing that. All right? So it's this simple. There's something that I've learned, okay, in the last couple of years, okay? And here's what I've learned. My actions, okay, don't just affect me. My actions affect everyone around me because I'm a public figure on the internet, okay? So I know that if I decide to talk about a certain topic, or I decide to play a certain game, or I decide to criticize something, or I decide to have an interview, or to appear in a piece of content, no matter what it is, DSP has an influence on things all over the internet.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You're the most irrelevant person on the internet. So irrelevant, in fact, YouTube doesn't even care to take your shit down. You've been getting away with some crazy shit. They'll go over you eventually. Amberlynn Reed recently had an incident because she was becoming so too irrelevant for YouTube to go over and take her videos down. But they finally did. That rotisserie chicken video, they took that shit down. They finally got enough reports on her that they finally went through her stuff. Years later, it'll happen eventually. But you're not relevant, Phil, at all.
Despite the fact that I don't want to, and I don't understand it, I really don't get it, okay? But I just do, right? Like, no matter what I do, it seems like everyone's talking about it, and everyone follows me around, and everyone stalks every little thing that I do, right? I mean, just a couple of days ago, I had a capture card malfunction.
No, Phil, it wasn't the capture card's fault. It was your fat finger pressed the wrong freaking buttons. No, but nothing's your fault. Nothing's your fault.
Okay? It screen grabbed my Discord, which auto boots when I boot my gaming PC. And let me tell you, since that happened, I've now disabled Discord from auto booting on my gaming PC, so that won't happen again.
Oh, of course, because you can't have the messages with your little side piece popping up, Becky.
All right? But literally all it did was show people on my contacts list. That was it. That's all it was. It was no conversations. It was no information. It was just, here's people on Phil's contacts list.
Phil, from the way that she's talking about you, y'all have been talking, so don't be trying to play like, oh, those are just my contacts. I don't talk. No. No, y'all can go watch my last video that I made an edit with her and him. They have been talking. They've been talking, and you can't convince me otherwise.
People talk, oh my God, did you see he's got this person on his contacts? Do you think that this is going to happen? What the fuck is wrong with people, right? And the thing is, I have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I have to. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, how dare a content creator have to deal with drama while you're sitting here ranting about drama?
But it's just a fact, all right? It's an inevitability now that no matter what I say and do, no matter what happens, I'm stalked and people microanalyze every piece of information possible, all right?
You are on the internet, Phil. Your life, your job is the internet. If you would stop giving people reasons, if you would stop being a skis, if you would stop being an asshole and an absolute freaking pathetic schlub, maybe you'd have some fucking peace. But you'll never know that because you'll never be able to stop being an ass.
Now, let's be very honest here, okay? Let's be very honest. Continuing on with that, people who are going to come on my streams and be regulars, meaning you're someone who's in the chat all the time and people recognize your name. People who come and support in big ways, right? You're dropping member bombs, you're dropping sub bombs, you're tipping, you're super chatting, which I appreciate and very much allows me to do what I love for a living and keep doing it. So thank you for that. But you have to understand that now you are going to become the subject of focus, the subject of analyzation, the subject of ridicule, and the subject of stalking.
Oh yeah, Phil, you really do influence danger onto others.
Simply because these people are all over my ass, if you become a part of that in a big way, they're going to be on your ass. All right? And this is just something that I think needs to be discussed at this point. Is it right? No, it's not. I completely disagree with it. I don't think that just because someone comes on my stream and is nice to me, that they should then be microanalyzed and put under the microscope and have every aspect of their life stalked. And you know what I'm saying? I think it's bullshit.
Yeah, okay, Phil. I'll agree with you on that small piece, but no, hang in here with me. He's not just defending like a common person, like somebody saying, "Hey, Phil, love your content, love you, bye." Just a common Joe being nice to him. No, he's not. He's not defending just a common person. Just wait. I want to hurry up and get to the good part.
But sadly, I don't think the internet is going to change anytime soon.
Neither are you, Phil. Neither are you.
Okay? I don't. I think that the internet is going to be a situation where people are going to continuously do this and get worse and worse as well. All right, it's just going to get worse over time, you know?
Some worse over time, you say. Side eye, Phil.
People got to understand that if you come and you hang out with me, great. But the moment that you start to put yourself out there, right? People will be following you and looking. I always say you got to be careful about the information that you put out there on the internet. If you're going to be in someone's chat room, you got to make sure that that account that you're using in the chat does not directly link to real life information. Don't be having it be the same name as your Facebook or your Instagram, and that has information about you and your geolocation and all of your friends and family.
Yeah, no doy.
So many people over the years just didn't realize that that information could be used and mobilized to hurt. And then later on, they get stalked or attacked and are like, what's going on? I can't even believe that this is happening to me. Well, yeah, these people are no life losers. They have nothing to do but harass people online to try to get attention. A lot of times, the reason they do it is not because of any end game. Like, for example, so they've stalked people in my community and like, well, what do they do that for? I don't know because it doesn't affect me. I'm literally not affected by it. As you can see, 16 years and going, I'm not going anywhere, right? But these people think that like attacking and stalking someone gives them some kind of power. They get this crazy like power trip over it. Oh, I actually harassed someone, I stalked them, and I got them to respond because that ultimately is what they're looking for. They want a response.
And yet here you are. Giving a response, Phil. Hell of a response at that.
And if you give them any kind of a response, they now feel like they've been justified in their actions because they got what they were looking for.
Well, if you do respond, then most likely the boot fits. You know, that's like a really big issue with lolcows. That's kind of how you become a lolcow, is somebody tries to criticize you, and instead of taking accountability and responding with respect, y'all usually come up with excuses to not make it your fault, and you put it onto somebody else when there's evidence that it's your fault. That's an equation for a lolcow.
You see what I'm saying? So the truth here is no one can really control the nature of the internet, content creation, online social interactions, and stalking. You know, it's sick. It's scary to think about, but it's just something we all got to deal with now. All right. But I got to ask that if you are someone who's putting this public, forward, you're on a stream, you're a contributor or whatever, you've got to be careful about what you do, because the moment that you step outside of that zone of normalcy and you do something else that maybe someone would be like, oh, that's not normal, they're going to freak out about it and they're going to completely blow it up. They're going to just talk about it publicly all the time. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can try to hide. You can try to change your name. And people have tried that. Oh, I'll change it, my account, and I'll do this and that. These stalkers are going to find out anyway.
Phil, you're always defending some really shitty people when it comes to them changing their names. Usually, if people don't like them in the chat, it's because they're weird and shitty. So maybe they should stay out. And you should stop influencing them to remake their names and come back so they can keep being shitty to your community. Being stupid.
All right. So here's the deal. Iron Chef Sakai, big supporter of mine, right? Wants to become a moderator. I make him a moderator on Kick.
Okay, we already know the freaking Iron Chef Sakai stuff. I'm just going to cut it.
Back, and now it's been a couple of months since then. And he's been a huge supporter of the streams, and everyone knows this. It's popping up on the screen constantly. He's dropping subs, he's tipping, he's doing super chats, right? Great. But you got to understand that the moment that you leave and you go somewhere else and you start acting in any way, people look and see it, and they're going to be talking about it constantly, and it's going to rub off on everyone, not just you. It's going to rub off on everyone around you. So here I am.
Cult talk, cult talk, cult talk, cult talk. What does it rub off onto other people, Phil? You're the only one being affected. Earlier, you were just complaining about, oh, woe is me. It affects me. Me.
For the last 2 days, just trying to do my normal streams, and you got these drama queen sissy girls, because that's all they are. They act like sissy girl schoolyard gossipers, right?
When you're not acting like a schoolyard sissy girl, listen to yourself.
Did you see what ICS is doing? You see what he's doing over there? What he said is good, and he's throwing money at the E-Dot, and she's twerking and doing squats, and he shows her more money, and then he says something nasty about Darkside Phil to get a rise, and they say, dun, 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 dun. The truth is, I don't give two fucks.
If you didn't give two fucks, Phil, then what's this rant? It doesn't matter. I don't care. Yet again, you're freaking making a whole video about it. You're complaining about it. You're talking about it. It's living in your mind rent-free. Clearly, it bothers you. And just admit that, yeah, man, I'm a little bothered. Just admit it. Quit being a freaking skis.
About any of it. All right? In truth, and this has always been my philosophy, and people give me shit for having this philosophy. My philosophy is thus.
Okay. This is where I start to get pissed. I can't even explain it. Let me prepare myself. I don't get mad at shit like this. I don't get mad at what the fuck people want to say. It's just funny to react to them, right? This shit is sick. Let's go on.
I'm a content creator, and my limits of what I care about or what I should be responsible for is literally what's in front of me right now. I'm looking at 2 chat rooms on my streams. That's it. What you do outside of my chat should be absolutely none of my business whatsoever. Do you understand?
Okay, fair. I mean, if you're talking about Iron Chef Sakai, right? It's not. Like, it's not your business whose money gets spent on who. You're right. That's not your business. But that's not who you're talking about, is it?
Now, the thing is, I've been taken to task for this. I've been told, well, that's not true, because what if you know that someone who's a viewer of yours is a mass murderer? What if you know that they're a sexual predator? What if you know that they're a drug dealer? What if you know that they're a...
Oh? Could you mean, Phil? Who are you hinting at?
Or that. Well, first of all, how would I know that? I'm literally a streamer. I stream every day and I do a podcast and I play games. How would I ever know at all what the people are doing when they're not on my streams? And why did it become my responsibility at some point to stalk every viewer that I have to know that shit? I really don't get it. I still don't. To this day, I don't understand it.
Philip, no one is telling you. Fix myself. This bullshit. No one is telling you to stalk your viewers. No one is saying that. Constantly. You are constantly presented with evidence from either, your detractors, the trolls, or your viewers of these things, of people in your community, and you choose not to do anything about it. It is your responsibility to keep up with the safety of your audience. You're always big about, oh, I'm monetized because it's interrupting the stream, it's making my community feel unsafe. What the fuck? Oh, but it's only a responsibility when you want it to be, right? Right?
Okay, I don't get it. And so, let's be honest, the elephant in the room, the Derek thing.
Yep, here we go. Here we go.
For years, Derek was on my streams and he was a nice guy.
Nope.
He was always adding to the conversation. He chimed in on certain topics where he got excited. He was a frequent viewer. He never supported. He literally never dropped $1 on my streams. Never.
I've heard otherwise. And I'm not going to go dig around for that evidence because I've heard otherwise. That's like literally not the fucking point, Phil. Like, that's not the fucking point.
But he was just a nice guy in chat. All right? But people stalked him in his other accounts. They went.
Okay. Thank God that they stalked him. If he's a PDF, then thank God that these people found this information on him.
To his social media, they went to his YouTube page and they said, did you see that he's a sex pest, that he goes after people in the sex worker industry and he harasses them, and he had to massively apologize publicly for stalking them and saying creepy stuff? Did you see he has playlists on his YouTube channel of small girls and shit? I'm like, no, I didn't see that.
How are you overlooking? You just said, oh, he had a playlist of little girls. How are you just gonna brush over that? How are you not like, wow, how does that not put like a freaking bad taste in your mouth? That does not make you feel nasty inside just saying that, Phil. And I say this allegedly. This is alleged. This is my own opinion. Don't be going saying this in his comments, whatever. You're kind of sus, Phil. I've had people tell me, hey, maybe you should do a video about Phil being a possible PDF. And I was like, no, there's not enough evidence. Like, there's not enough. I had just said that today in Raw Phil's chat to somebody. There's not enough evidence. It's just hearsay. Phil, how can you not hear what you just said? And, okay, the sex workers, that's disgusting. Those poor girls, right? Like, I heard about him posting some crazy shit on this adult actress's Twitter when she had died, and like her whole family can see it. That's disgusting. Okay, that's just some sexual deviant shit. But the thing that is the biggest issue here, Phil, that you just brushed over like it was nothing, is the playlist on YouTube of little girls playing in the park. I have daughters. Hell, Duty has daughters. You don't find that disgusting? You don't. If somebody were in my chat, if somebody came into my chat and said, hey, so-and-so's got some playlist on his YouTube that's pretty sus, it's like some PDF stuff, maybe, we should look into it, and I would be like, yeah, immediately, yeah. Like, that's disgusting. How do you not hear that and think, ew, freaking gross, get him out of here? Phil, this is not slander. This is my opinion. This is alleged. I'm using advice that is publicly available. You need to be looked into. Keep your daughters away from him.
don't know why, because I don't stalk my viewers. I don't want to. I don't care to. It's not my job to. That is ridiculous, in my opinion, that you would go the extra mile to look into someone. I'm one person. Can you imagine if I was responsible to literally look into every person who watches my content? When would I make content? Right?
Fair. Fair. But again, with Derek, you didn't have to. He's disgusting, Phil. He needed to be outed. All people like that need to be outed. Maybe you need to be outed too. And this is my opinion. It is not used for bullying. It is just an opinion. It's alleged. So don't fucking try to come for me.
So that's always been my philosophy. But hey, people have taken me to task for it and told me I'm wrong. That's the wrong philosophy to have. That if you're actively told that someone is doing something bad, that you've got to look into it and you're responsible for it, well, guess what? Fuck that. Okay, I'm going to lay down the law right now.
Fuck that. Fuck that. No, Phil. No, Phil. Fuck you. Again, your chat is full and was full at the time of Derek of young people. It was your job, not only as a content creator, but as an adult man, to keep those people safe. What is actually wrong with you? Can you ever take responsibility for anything? Like the bank leaks, I don't give a fuck. All the money you spent on fucking WWE champions, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you're so in debt you and Kat are on the side of the road and I splash water on you as I drive by. I don't care. This, protecting a man like this? No, sir. That is disgusting. You belong on the bottom of my fucking shoe. Right there. Right there. Okay, Daisy, let me put y'all back up. All you had to do, Phil, was block him. It took freaking Kino Casino to ride your ass on it for you to finally do it. And even then, you're fighting them. You must be part of the problem we have in our world that keeps our children unsafe. Little girls can't even be going to the park. People that you harbor, and possibly people like you. Gross. Gross, Phil. Gross.
Right now. That's fucking unfair. I don't care what Ptolomeo says. I don't care what Kino Casino says. It's unfair. You can't expect a creator to fucking investigate and stalk their viewers, period. I disagree with it, all right? Now, if somehow other people do the work and figure it out and come to me with evidence and say, no, there is concrete evidence of what's being said here and you should take action, then maybe I will. But in this...
You'll maybe take action? What does that even mean?
But I'm not going to go after people like that. Do you understand? And so in this case here, we've got Iron Chef Sakai, who apparently...
No. You can't just jump back to Iron Chef Sakai after all that. I don't even know what all that was. I don't even know what's going on. You just protected a sexual deviant.
is going off and doing things the last 24, 48 hours, okay? I don't know if it's true or not because I wasn't there. I didn't look at chat logs. I didn't watch stream archives. I also don't care to. I don't care about a fucking ethot on Kick who's fucking doing squats for money. Okay, I don't. I don't give a shit. I don't care if she talks shit about me because apparently I'm being told she did.
Oh, you care. Oh, you care. Watch this.
People made fun of me. Say, oh, did you know that there's an e-beggar named Darkseid? Oh, so embarrassed. He's in his 40s and he e-begs. You're fucking squatting on camera for money, you dumb shit. You fucking slut.
I was gonna call her a bitch. Did you see that? But he held himself back. But then he called her a slut. Because that's, that's better. Get this straight, Phil. Let me get this straight really quick. The pedophile. I'm just gonna say the word. I don't care at this point. The pedophile in your chat. He was a nice guy. He was always so nice. He was such a nice guy. Yeah, he had a playlist of little girls at a playground on his YouTube. Then he, was abusive to women workers. Such a nice guy. Oh, love that guy. How dare a woman make money by squatting and showing her body? Disgusting. Ugh, nasty. Slut. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. Guys, I'm sorry I'm so animated in this video, but I don't know if I'm turning red. I'm so upset. I mean, I have kids. I work around abused kids. This is not okay.
The fuck are you talking about? You're the one who's doing the embarrassing acts. I'm literally sitting here putting out content. You understand?
Content? Where?
You're squatting on camera for money. But anyway, you know, I'm supposed to be the villain in this situation, right?
Phil, you just made yourself look freaking foul.
But anyway, so in regards to all of this, I don't give a shit about any of it. I really, really don't. All right? So you could go do whatever you want, but understand, when you're doing what you want to do, people are going to stalk you. People are going to regurgitate that. They're going to spin it. They're going to say negative shit. Do you understand? They are.
Here comes more cult talk. I can't. When you leave the cult, bad things happen. When you leave the cult, the safe space, bad things happen. You can't leave this space because bad things happen on the outside. Okay, Phil Manson. Just freaking give him the Kool-Aid already.
And there's nothing you can do about it. So I'm not going to take any action today because I don't think it's my job to do that.
No, it's not your job to care about where other people's money is being spent, Phil. You've made that very clear that we can't care about where your money is spent. It is your job, and it's what any normal, good person would do, is keep their audience safe.
All right. But to be honest, at the same time, it is fucking annoying as shit. And I don't want to sit here having to try to manage my chat with a bunch of people acting like fucking, like I said, sissy gossip girls. It pisses me off. I got better things to fucking do than waste my time on all this bullshit. Okay, I really do. So at some point, I got to lay down the law, right? So I'm just being honest here. Please be conscious of what you're doing, especially if you're someone who has the eye of my detractors and other people stalking you constantly. You've got to be conscious that what you're doing is going to be analyzed and you're going to freaking be putting this shit all over the internet, all right? And people are going to be talking about it. Okay, so that's that. Now,
no, they shouldn't feel scared, Phil. Stop trying to make them feel scared. That is so abusive. That's so abusive. That's like saying, you ain't never gonna find nobody better like me. Nobody's gonna love you like me. You can't leave. The world's not a good place. God, like freaking Rapunzel's evil stepmother keeping them in the tower. Oh my god, I'm gonna draw that. Make a note.
Now, at the same time, do you understand? I hope everyone understands why I would be apprehensive of giving moderator status back to someone like Iron Chef Sakai. You get it? Because the entire internet's eyes are on this fucking guy now. So everything he does is going to be microanalyzed. Now imagine if I made him a moderator again and how that would blow up and how that would basically backfire. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm just, at this point, that's why. And I think everyone understands that too. Like, I don't.
Hold on. Okay. Phil, what the fuck was all that? So, you see why I don't want to get... What? What was all that? That to prove a point why you're not going to give mod status back to Iron Chef Sakai? Nobody cares. Oh my god. Talk about derailing the stream.
I don't think anyone is going to sit here and be like, oh, I don't get that. No, I think everyone gets it. But I want people to also understand it's not like I'm trying to be a jerk. I understand Iron Chef Sakai is a huge supporter of my content, and I appreciate that. But you got to get that this is the problem. That was what happens when those things get to this level. Like, all he did was go to another stream, right, for a day and throw money at someone and immediately, oh my God, did you hear this? Did you hear that? Did you blah, 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 blah? Like, oh my God. How about this? Everyone shut the fuck up. Right? I don't have time for your bullshit. I have many important things to do, positive things. I don't want to waste time on any of this nonsense. It really pisses me off.
Oh yeah, real positive, Phil. You could be very positive. Positive for being a pedophile.
It does. Okay? So let's all calm down. Let's all relax. Let's all chill. Let's have a good time today. Today's a very chill day. Really, it is. It's a relaxing day. All right? And I'm not going to now have this be ruined by drama. All right? I'm saying it up front right now. If people start drama, I'm just going to fucking remove you. And that's going to be the end of the drama. Because then we won't have to talk about it because we won't have to see you. Okay, I've had enough. You get to your limits. It's like, well, I had 1 day of it. That's enough for me. I was trying to have fun with multiplayer yesterday, and half the day they're talking about Iron Chef Sakai in my chat. He's not even there. I don't care. And if you bring it up, you're gone, and I won't miss you. I won't. Like, why would I? I'm trying to make content that's positive and fun. I don't want to talk about drama and gossip and bullshit.
Just shut up, Phil. Shut up. I'll clutch my pearls after that. My God. Yo, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. I'm fine. I'm fine. I promise. Bye, guys. I promise. I'm fine. I'm fine. No, I really am okay. That was just really upsetting. So, but he'll get what's coming to him. I believe in that, big time. I know it's hard to see right now, and it feels like he's just getting away with shit and getting his money and shit like that. But no, people don't go through the world without consequence. I believe in that wholeheartedly. I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. I'm very superstitious, and I believe 100% Phil's gonna he's got it coming. I don't know how. I can't say how, but it's gonna be big and it's gonna be bad. I'll leave it at that. Putting it out into the world. Anyways, guys, my giveaway post is still up. Again, all the rules are on my most recent short. So if you want to enter into the giveaway, just go to my profile and go to my most recent short to follow the rules to enter the giveaway. And the winner will be announced on Saturday. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you for listening to me rant. And please, in the comments, tell me your thoughts. And, share this with people. Let them know, hey, don't support this dude because he supports people that don't deserve shit from the earth. And he himself doesn't deserve shit from the earth. Have an amazing day, guys. Bye, weenies. Need a drink.
So being nosy doesn't help. I know many of you probably sitting here, what is Phil talking about? I know, because we're normal. You see? If you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's because we're normal people, and we just are here to hang out and enjoy content and gaming. We don't sit on the internet gossiping like sissies all day because we have lives,